I am a cynical asshole. And unfortunately, this channel is my attempt to change that. I was a young child when I first heard the word wreath, as in a Christmas wreath you'd hang on your door. But with how young I was, I misinterpreted the word as reef, like coral reef. This issue was not resolved until after high school, when my mother stopped me mid-sentence to ask what I'd said. Alright, I was wrong about that word. Okay. I'd been saying reef my whole conscious life up until this point. Why the fuck did no one correct me? Childhood naivety like that can cause you to embarrass yourself and not even know it until you're an adult. Growing up, I was never really taught anything about race or skin color, and that's great. No person should be taught to see color. But that has its setbacks. On my first day of kindergarten, I walked up to an African American kid with no bad intentions, only pure concern. And I asked him what happened to him. I didn't even realize how much of a holy shit moment that was until years later. I had no idea what I was doing. The kid just starts crying and I had no idea what to do. Jesus Christ, Connor. But some things can embarrass you immediately and forever. Growing up, we didn't always live in the best of neighborhoods. So this led me to be a bit sheltered. This set me up to be a dork until... Because of this, up until that point, I only had social experience within my own family. And as a child, you're taught to kiss your family members goodbye when they're leaving. But not your friends. That's weird. That same kindergarten year, a student named Anthony was moving to another city. You might be able to tell where this is going. The teacher had us make going away cards for him. So we lined up at the front of the class to present them to him, and it came to be my turn, and I kissed Anthony goodbye. Which is cool. 2015 standards, boy kissing a boy, great. But in 1997, in a kindergarten class full of 5-year-olds, kids freak out. In first grade, my parents threw a Christmas party with their close friends. Left over from this party was quite a few beer bottle caps on the counter. A 6-year-old me collected these, took a glue stick, and appended them to a construction paper Christmas tree that I was making for school. The teacher never said anything, but I assume she thought my parents were alcoholics. That same year, I was as close to my current self as ever. I had a swearing battle with a kid. This wasn't out of anger, it's just kids love to do shit that they're not supposed to. Now, I didn't kiss this kid, so his name escapes me at this point, but it basically went like this.
Hey dude. What? Ass. Asshole. Fuck. Shit. Bitch.
And this went back and forth for about a minute or so until a teacher walked by and heard.
What?
And immediately hauled us off to the children form of detention. But don't let these innocent stories fool you. Kids are assholes. In 6th grade, I had a bully named Wayne. Granted, it was probably Wayne's dad that was a dick, and I was just getting the recoil of that, but kids don't know that. So after a few years of getting picked on him in school and scouts, I had had enough. My family was moving away to a different city. Unfortunately, there was no one to kiss me goodbye. And it was my last day at that school. Wayne was laying on a hill, by himself, just enjoying the sun, and I stepped on his nose, and I walked away. I had a great home life, so this wasn't a parent's anger leaking out. This was me. I became the bully. Sorry, Wayne. If you're a 13-year-old boy, you're probably a cunt. Your teachers hate you, your buddies secretly hate you, and so do your parents to an extent because you've begun to reach the age where you walk 20 feet behind your mother at the grocery store. Your mother, the woman that raised you, the woman that already has to deal with the fact that she can take her son's socks, pillowcases, magazines, and crack those jizzy fuckers right over her knee. She's a trooper, and most boys won't look back and know that for another decade. What will happen is she won't stop being your mom. She will help your dorky ass get ready for homecoming. She'll make you clean things. She'll make you dinners that you'll miss in your 20s when you and your spouse are tight on cash. And because of these things, I grew slightly wiser. I look back at the moment when I started calling her new husband Dad. Gratefully, he earned it. He got me a computer when I was 13, which led to filmmaking, electronics design, and eventually this video. We may not have the best relationship we've always had, but I owe it to them in return not to give up either. And I won't, because children are not all bad.
Yeah, yeah, mama, what we do. Baby,
Please subscribe. Blah, 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 blah.